Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a crucial aspect of leadership, meetings. Whether you attend them daily, weekly or monthly, meetings are an inevitable part of our professional lives. I've personally attended over 40,000 meetings and facilitated more than 15,000. While many have been a waste of time, some were truly remarkable. So how do you ensure your meetings fall into the latter category? Let's get into it as I share some of the key things I learned while attending those 40,000 meetings. One of the keys to your success is the ability to plan and facilitate effective meetings. In this session, we'll explore how to increase the impact and effectiveness of your meetings. Meetings are valuable only when they are effective and impactful. First, let's talk about the setup. What happens before anyone attends is crucial. Two key questions need to be answered. Why are we having the meeting? If you can't clearly articulate why you're taking people away from their productive time, then there's no need for a meeting. Consider the purpose. Is it to solve a problem, make a decision, or share critical information? What is the agenda and the desired outcome? Knowing the agenda helps determine who needs to be in the meeting. Everyone should walk in prepared with tasks assigned beforehand. This avoids the "let me get back to you" scenario. The agenda should be clear and concise, outlining specific points to cover and the goals to achieve by the end. To elaborate, let's use an example. Suppose you're in a marketing team planning a new product launch. Your purpose might be to finalize the campaign strategy. The agenda could include discussing market research findings, brainstorming promotional tactics, and assigning tasks for the next steps. By having this clarity, you ensure that everyone knows the meeting's purpose and can contribute effectively. Next, set clear expectations at the very start. If expectations aren't clarified within the first 10 minutes, the meeting is likely to be a waste of time. This synchronization ensures everyone knows why they're there and what's to be accomplished. Allow attendees to introduce themselves and state why they are there. This boosts engagement and validates their presence. Make sure everyone understands the meeting's objectives and their role in achieving them. Imagine you're leading a project update meeting. You start by stating, "Today, we'll review our progress on Project X, identify any roadblocks, talk about solutions, and outline the next steps for the project." This sets a clear tone and direction, making the purpose and expectations transparent. 3. Stay on point. Once the meeting is set up properly and expectations are clear, it's easier to stay on point. Establish a parking lot for irrelevant topics to avoid distractions. This helps maintain focus and prevents the meeting from going off track. Dealing with difficult people, like ramblers, disruptors, naysayers, and crybabies, is part of keeping the meeting productive. Each type requires a specific approach to manage effectively. For instance, with ramblers, you might politely remind them of the agenda and the need to stay focused. Here is another example of staying on point during a budget meeting. If someone starts discussing unrelated operational issues, you can say, "That's an important point, and we'll add it to our parking lot to discuss later." Let's stay focused on the budget allocations for now. By doing this, you acknowledge the point without derailing the meeting. You can get back to items in the parking lot at the end of the meeting if time permits, or at another meeting. 4. Finalizing next steps. Lastly, a meeting isn't complete without defining the next steps. All action items must have an owner, a timeline, and clear expectations. If a meeting ends without these, it was probably a waste of time. Following up on action items ensures accountability and continued productivity. Always recap the action items and confirm the responsibilities assigned to each attendee. Think about a product development meeting. By the end, you should have clear action items like John will draft the new feature specs by next Friday, and Sarah will conduct user testing and report back in 2 weeks. This provides accountability and ensures progress continues. Leading a meeting effectively also involves several key responsibilities. Setting expectations before the meeting, communicate expectations as you send out the meeting invite and reminders. This prepares attendees mentally and ensures they come ready to contribute. For instance, send an email with the agenda and objectives a few days before the meeting. Agreeing on the agenda, agree to and send out the agenda beforehand and confirm it again during the meeting to get buy-in. This gives everyone a chance to add any crucial points they feel should be discussed that were missed. Assigning action items. You're also responsible to ensure that everyone knows their responsibilities and timelines. This clarity helps prevent any confusion after the meeting and ensures tasks are completed efficiently. Setting timelines. Don't wait until the next meeting to follow up on action items. It's your agenda, so be proactive. Regular follow-ups keep momentum going and ensure that action items are being addressed on time. Send reminders or check-in emails to keep tasks on track. This ensures that people are taking action. Now here are 10 quick tips that I learned from my 40,000 meetings that will help you as you lead your meetings. Number 1. Set expectations up front. Clarify expectations at the very beginning to ensure everyone is on the same page. Number 2. Lose your identity. Allow your team to shine by giving them the spotlight and leaving your title at the door. Number 3. Lead with purpose. Be clear, confident, and disciplined in your direction. Stick to your agenda. Number 4. Validate people in the room. Ensure everyone knows each other's roles and why they're there. Also, acknowledge and appreciate the contributions of others throughout the meeting. Number 5. Watch the room. Identify key influencers and engage them. Just follow the eyes in the room as you ask questions, and people's eyes will lead you to who should be engaged if you are not sure. Number 6. Lend your voice. Underline and reinforce good points made by others. Number 7. Add value. Elevate the good ideas by expanding on them and showing their importance. Also give credit. Number 8. Drive culture. Align discussions with your organization's values to reinforce your culture, including the behavior of attendees. Number 9. Land the plane, stay on the agenda, and drive the meeting towards actionable assigned outcomes with timelines. And number 10. Do a final recap. Summarize objectives, action items, and next steps to ensure clarity and follow-through, and finally set the next meeting date as you wrap up. In conclusion, meetings are for alignment and action, and to move you forward. Remember, the harder you work on setting up a meeting at the front end, the less work is needed during it. Use these strategies to make your meetings effective and save your organization time and money. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.